J for she, and this is Craig Hester, and our company is Brush Sabre Forestry Mulching and Landworx, and we're located in Roxboro, North Carolina. A late phone call one night, and Craig says we need to be forestry mulching.
Our dads were best friends. They went to college together, and his dad was best man, one of the groomsmen in my dad's wedding. We both were farmers. We still are, and farming's kind of drying up in this part of the world, and we need something else to be doing. And there's a big demand for it right now with all these watershed rules in place, and you have to get permits to put houses up, clear land, and they won't let you do so much. We're not considering disturbing the soil, so we can just go right in and clear it out for them, so it works out pretty good.
When we bought the skid steer, we wanted a bucket to go with it, and our dealer had a Virnig, and so we got the bucket. Then when we looked at a disc mulcher, he was carrying Virnig disc mulchers, so we got that. And now we've got the drum and the Power Rake. We like the Virnig brand, and so we just stuck with it.
I got some friends that use Virnig buckets on their skid steers. They really liked them and talked about how heavy duty they were. And when you open the bucket, you got gripping teeth on the gate and the bucket itself, so they can grab stuff a lot better. A lot of them are just smooth edge, and if they grab something heavy and it slips off. So they just liked them, and they were good reviews we had heard, so that's what we decided.
There's nothing that we don't like about them, really. I know for the drum mulcher, so far we like the finish it leaves.
One good thing I like is how it brings the material in, sometimes brings it in together, and like usually you may have to make a pass and then get over and do it back drag again. And I did it yesterday. I had some long cedar limbs and I caught the end of them and I backed up, and I'm looking, I got to make another pass, and I didn't have to, and I backed on up to see if I had drug it backwards behind me, and it actually had sucked it in and got it all at one time. So that saves you another pass, and you cut down 50 passes a day. That's saving you time.
The TDM V70, or the Total Disaster Master as we like to call it, we like how it really can run through the trees and chew it up real good.
I like the disc. You can really cut your time down on jobs. I guess say precise and more tedious with the drum. The disc it does a coarser mulch, but it gives you just different ways you can mulch with it. You can shatter a tree by pulling it in the chute. You can just sometimes make better time, especially on rougher land. It's more durable through rocks and just heavy terrain. It's just it's more of just total disaster. I mean, really, it annihilates. A lot of times we may use the disc and come back with the drum if they want it a little bit finer mulched, and we can mulch it up a little finer.
A lot of our field clearing, where somebody wants to reclaim a field, most of it is pine saplings and sweet gum saplings. And we can take either head and run through it fairly quick. Sweet gums, pines, poplars.
Never realized how many maples and oaks and the very hardest of wood there is. There's a lot of it. And wisteria vines, grapevines, briars, big briars. Virnig's very good, and the reps are good, and when you have a problem and you call them, they'll call you. If they don't talk to you then, they're gonna call you right back. Now, I don't mean within a week. They'll get back right with you that day more than likely. And we really like that, because there's so much that can happen. This whole thing can change on you when you're mulching, and you can have everything ready to go and your machine's perfect, and then something screw up, unforeseen. And when you're on a job and you've got 8 more jobs to do somewhere else and you're kind of on the clock, you need to be able to ask somebody, what do I need to do right here to fix this or what, and get an answer and get at it and try to fix it and get going again. You don't want to be down any longer than you have to be. And we have had brands, and we have friends that are in this that have other brands, and I don't think it's any comparison myself. Virnig's power on the drum, from what I can see, it seems like it's more powerful. It's turning faster. I'm noticing the flow is probably a little lower rated on the high end than the machine we have run, but it seems to work better because it stays jacked up wide open, and it takes more for it to spool down to where you have to stop and let it spin back up and catch up and get going. Seems like it's faster than me, and I really like that because that's saving you time.
About once a week, we'll come in after the job. We've got to, sometimes it's daily, depending on how much dust. We have to blow out the filters, clean the filters, clean out from under the skid steer, make sure the heads are clean, the teeth are in good shape before we start. So a lot of times sometimes that's a whole day's worth of work right here at the shop. The biggest thing we've had to do is just, your teeth wear out and you got to change teeth, or you got to turn them over.
It seems like we stay doing something to them all the time. Not with Virnig. Virnig's been really good so far.
I mean, we changed every tooth on that disc mulcher the other day in 30 minutes. You grease it once a day, basically, according to the books, 8 hours. And we've had some that wanted you to stop and grease it 2 or 3 times a day. If we're not stopping doing something like that, we're running. First day we ran it, we went down here to my dad's house just because it was close by. And he came down and Craig started running it, hit one tree and cleaned up a little bit, ran about 3 minutes. He stopped and I'm like, uh-oh. He opened the window, he said, "You can call the dealer, tell him to come get the other head, I want this one." To me, that speaks volumes that just a few minutes of running it, we realized that, yeah, this is what we want. Hats off to the folks that built it, designed it, and did all the hard work for it.
This is a pretty dangerous profession. I figured it would be, but it really can be. You have to really be concentrating on what you're doing the whole time you're in that machine running it. You have to be aware of everything around you the best you can, because in a skid steer it's kind of limited sight. Backup cameras we have, that doesn't tell you, whoa, stop, you're 2 feet from something. You got to really be paying attention. And the heads were running. I mean, they throw stuff at somebody. You need to see somebody just walking up there to look and see what you're doing, and you have to stop. So, hey, dude, you got to get back. You're too close.
If you're asking what inspires us to get up and go out here every day, we're trying to make a living. Like everybody else, it's about the almighty dollar. We've got bills to pay just like everybody else does, and these attachments that we use allow us to be efficient and make pretty good money at it. And at the end of the day, customer pays, customer's happy, we get paid, and then we can pay bills.
You can do a really good job, a really sorry job, and you might do a job and somebody goes, "I can't ever get mine to do that. How do you do that?" So if you can do something like that, that's cool, and it's kind of like a challenge every day to really get it as nice as you can get it. And you want that customer to go, "Oh my gosh." And it's really cool, and it's self-gratification. You don't get a lot of that in this world now. And we were both old school. We farmed all our lives. We were raised in it, and I mean, hell, when you got up in the mornings, it was time to go. It wasn't a joke. You got to go. You got to make it happen. You got to do it right. Don't do a half-ass job. Do it right. And we try to do that, and the way we approach our customers, we feel like we've been put down at every turn in farming that you could ever do, and we try not to hand that down in this business, and we try to be fair, which is what a farmer never gets, is fairness. Just about being the way the world used to be. Caring about what you're doing and caring about the people you're doing it for. Thanks a lot of it.
What, no makeup?